can't even move there really. I can't see any. I can't see any. We're bent over by storms. I'll try to go and find a better seat. That's amazing. Yeah, can I go sit over that corner? On the, if you don't mind, yeah, because I think bent over and eating is going to. Thank you. I appreciate it. You'd like to move the tab across onto the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine, thank you. Oh, right, kitty cats, kids, we're moving. Yeah, behave now. Yeah, I need to let me move you all over. Oh, is it a bit dirty? Okay, well, it's a bit dirty. She says it's dirty. Oh, right, cool. That's amazing, thank you. Awesome. Got a clean table now as well. That's awesome, thank you. Right, mate, it's got charged. You've got charged well. Sweet. This one I made earlier. Yeah, that's what I made earlier. Great, awesome. So we're currently we're in Brighton, which is basically the capital of people that are. This is basically the capital where people come to party. Basically, the gay community, really. It's like basically every single failed seaside town. We all understand why it's failed. We don't have to go into much detail, do we really? But when you have a large amount of people that come to a seaside town, it's all going to go wrong. For one, it's all built off old money because we understand that mentality. And second of all, as well, is people that come here to party to live here, got to fly here. But yeah, disappear, go on. People that come here to live here and to party here, they don't reproduce. So we understand how civilization, unfolds really. So if people are gay, they don't reproduce, and they spend a lot of time around these places. So you understand how these places fail. And it's not rocket science; it's logic. Obviously, we can't say it, or we're told we can't say it because we can't discriminate against people. But when you've got this whole mentality of, my mentality will be to change the dynamics and to make these places into a cultural. But when I say cultural, I mean make it into an experience. So, for instance, if you've got really bad weather here, change it into this city whereby it's all gone wrong. So people could experience the city all gone wrong. And that's how you change a seaside town which is failing into something that's actually, an experience that people come to see. So, that's how I would do it personally. But again, it's fucked. So nobody spends money here. This is costing me today. Just hear me out here. I'm staying in a hotel which is £85 a night. Yeah, £85 a night. What the fuck? Spa hotel, £85 a night. It should be more expensive than that. This hotel should be worth at least 140 to 150, well, 140 to 200 pounds a night in a room upstairs. Now, the problem that you see is if you charge more money, you attract the rich. What you're doing is you're attracting the poor, and the poor have no money. So they'll come and spend the night here, paying £85 in the hotel room, but then what they don't realise is that they don't eat here. So straight away you find out that you've got this mentality whereby poor, they rent a room because they can't really afford it, £85. Then they're eating in the restaurant, so all they're doing is getting £85 for a room. It's mental. If you've got a couple, they're going to come here, and they come here, they rent a room out for £200. The likely chance of them eating here is very high, and also drinking here is very high, and also as well as it's a spot hotel. You change the dynamics completely. The problem they've got is they see it in a different mentality. They think, oh, well, actually, let's just get a load of poor people in, and let's just trash the nation. And that's how it works. People can't level up. People won't level up. If the prices stay the same, they won't ever level up. So, that's what's gone wrong. But, anyway, the mushy peas do seem to be, there's so much water in them as well. Do you know what I mean? So, you can see the water. It's madness. Right? Yes. That's meant to be peas. Might give that a miss. Like, you know what I mean? It's madness. But anyway, while we're down in Brighton, the weather's great outside. It's a hot, sunny day. Weather's amazing. So I thought I'd get a bit of fish and chips, really. Do you know what I mean? Okay. It's hot. So they changed the mentality. One thing they have got is a round table and a round dish. Fair play to them. It's mad. It's all there. It's all fat. Obviously for me, it's a bit different for me. Yeah, but still bad for you. This whole meal is deep fried. Chips are deep fried, and the fish is deep fried. So it's not really something you'd eat on a daily basis, but this is like a one-off for me. What I should do is I should get my second phone out, shouldn't I? And open up the Grindr app and sell many bloody twats online. So I'm in the right location for that now, aren't I? See if you're gay, you position yourself in a gay mentality, in a gay location, and you just get loads of hits. But basically, it's just men that are just basically they can't date women because they struggle to date women because women are hard work. So they just turn to the mentality whereby it's easier to get an app and just basically say, oh, you're local, let's fuck. You're local, let's fuck. You're local, let's fuck. It's broken society. Do the same mentality, but in like Blackpool. That's another area of the UK that's fucked. No money, everyone's struggling. Crime rates are really, really high. Crime rates in Blackpool are more higher than they are down here. But any seaside town, this basically survives off crime. Basically, this is how these nations basically survive. But really, the UK should be surviving off couples, families. Work together. If you have a family, you should feel safe to be here, to actually sit down with a family and actually have a meal. Knowing the fact that you've got the government that's caring for you and your family. That's how a nation builds. That's how an army builds. That's how civilization builds. But when the government don't give a fuck, it's a problem. Sorry, Kent. Kent's pretty fucked. Kent's pretty fucked at the moment. The younger generation are getting jabbed. They are. It's mad. They just don't. Again, they don't understand. What's happened, Luke? It's mad. Plug my Mac in. Oh, is your car back on now? Oh, maybe it is actually working. My Mac's in charge. Why? Because the sockets underneath here are all working. Honestly, I rest my case. This is how fucked up the UK is. When you've got a socket on the wall that you plug into and it doesn't work. It's fucked. Alright, I'm not going to climb on the floor. Alright, I'll tell them and they're like, oh yeah, we know about that. Alright, brilliant. So you're going to leave it? It's fucked. This is the problem. It's easy enough to say it's broken and not tell anybody about it, then it will be to fix it. So yeah, it's mad. So I took a fuel receipt through from one of my members of staff. So in the UK now, it's now £72.17 to fill basically to fill an Aldi. So it's come through as 47.2 litres, 47.2 litres, and now £72.17. It's fucked. That's one of my members' staff now. It's fucked. Obviously, for me, it's better for me to fill her car up than it would be to let her fill it up, because if she fills her car up, it'll cost her wage to fill the car up. When actually, the miles that she's doing is for the company, so I might as well pay it and claim 20% VAT back. So you know what I mean? It's fucked. So it's madness. So 72. This is £72 that I'm about to spend now. £72 of my own company money. Boom. Just to pay for again. £72.17. Yeah. Paid. Done, sorted. It's fucked. It's fucked. Paid. You know what I mean? This is how people work together, because at the end of the day, if you've got a salary coming in per month, you've got a mortgage to pay, you've got food to buy, you've got kids to pay for, you've got kids to pay for, but you've got obviously rents to pay, not rents to pay for, insurance to pay for. How do you live life? And then you've got to fuel your car up as well. It's fucked. And then people like me come along and save people's lives and help people out. Yo, dude. How you getting on, man? You're in hospital? Oh, great. Well, I hope you went to the private hospital, because obviously you're paying for private healthcare. Don't tell me you took advantage of the NHS service yet again. Oh, right, so no hospitals there. That's amazing, dude. It's VIP treatment. How many nurses were looking after? How many nurses and doctors are looking after it? Amazing, dude. What you should have said was, "This is a great hotel. Can I have a coffee please?" Anyway. Dude, honestly, do you want to tell the truth? If you to phone me and speak to me the way you're speaking to me, I don't need to ask why you're in hospital. Right, fine. Are you going to come drive down to me? I'll buy some fish and chips for you then. Can I ask you a question? Why are you in the hospital? Great. Okay, fine. So what's that mean then? You got how long to live now? That's amazing. I did not know about that. So hang on. So in Scotland, it's all free. Amazing. So basically, what you need to do now is you need to get. So basically, you need to come over from. So basically, you need to come over from obviously France on a boat. Get over to the bottom of the UK, and then somehow make it all the way up to Glasgow to then get free medication. Well, anyway. All right, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm currently in Brighton eating some fish and chips. Yeah, I'm in Brighton, dude. So just basically got here this morning, parked the van up outside on double yellows, got a ticket. It's actually cheaper to get a ticket on the van than it would to actually pay for normal parking. So yeah, anyway, and then went to bed. Basically, crashed out for a few hours, and then now got up, got some fish and chips, and yeah, I'm living life, dude. Living life. Well, yeah, basically, man, I've just given up on like the world today. You know what I mean? Honestly, man, the scary thing is I give less of a fuck per day as I'm going forward, which is quite scary. I don't really care. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just doing it. Yeah, weather's amazing, dude. We've got sun down here. It's been a great day, actually. The weather's been amazing. It's been like 32 degrees. Oh, okay. I'm not alive then. It's actually been miserable, to be fair, but yeah, it's miserable down here. It's like literally, it feels like there's a hurricane coming. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Yeah, the Hilton Hotel is no longer existing. You should have phoned me, shouldn't you? What, when you were out to the hospital, you should have phoned me. You should have put me on loudspeaker. I'd have spoken to the nurses. I'd be like, listen, this guy, yeah, do not help support. He is the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity, I'd have said. Next to kin. Oh my god, dude! Imagine what you should have done was, what you should have done, dude, is you should have spoken to nurses and said, can you do me a favour? Can you phone this guy and tell him that I'm on that I've got a few more hours to live. Imagine me getting a phone call from the local nurse and like, oh yeah, well, to be fair, yeah, it's probably the better for humanity to refer you. Great. Anyway. Yeah, man, being bed all day, so we've got up at 5 o'clock tonight. Just got my fish and chips now, and got my little my coffee. I'm awake. I've got a runny nose now as well. Just get a tissue for my nose. But other than that, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's pretty warm, man. Yeah, alright, well, as long as you're alright. So, yeah, nothing really changed from my side, just be me. Really? Yeah, well. I don't know, man, just trying. My mentality, man, is just try and keep saying. Yeah. Right. As much as you want to tell people to go fuck themselves, sometimes it's easier to say, right, I'll accept it for now, and tomorrow's a different day. I don't even know what day it is tomorrow, dude. I don't know, was it Tuesday? Wednesday tomorrow? Yeah, nothing's really going on really. I'm just basically, I don't know what I'm doing with my life at the moment. I'm just basically just taking it every day as it comes now. Oh, is it really? Oh my fucking god. Oh dude, well you're miles away. You're miles away. Oh right, okay. We'll send you. I don't even know where you are. Well, you know, it's all on me. So. Yeah, well, hopefully you'll be alright, man. Yeah. So on, alright. Should we go, man? Bye. Man, that could have been quite an amusing phone call. Hello, yeah, your best mate, he's in hospital. Great, we'll keep him in there. We have this like funny love-hate relationship, which is quite amusing, but it's sort of stuff that we'd pull off. Anyway. Smart, I didn't realise, but basically in hospital, up in Glasgow, well, up in Scotland, I didn't realise that medication was free of charge. It's mad. Thing with the UK, well, sorry, the thing with Britain now, you get over a certain age, and it's just everything costs money. So just shows. So yeah, if you're a migrant that's struggling in the world today, somehow get up to Scotland take advantage of their system next. Yeah, you come to London, you fuck up London, and then you go to Glasgow now, fuck up their country. You know what I mean? It's the way it is. Or stay in your own fucking country, unless you've got a skill set. Do you know what I mean? If you've got a skill set, then come to the UK and add to the civilization. But if you're going to be a chore and a drain to society, yeah, leave. Because I've got no time for it. I've got no time for it. Yeah, well, anyway, that was my dinner. Awesome. Right, well, my gin and tonic now. Yeah, if you're a migrant, then look at my lifestyle. Yeah, fucking work hard. Right, next on mission. Drive. I'm going to stay through a bit later on tonight, and then going to hit the road link. Wait till all the traffic dies down. All the average people in the UK have just basically fucked off to the houses that they don't own, and yeah, we'll take advantage of the VIP roads. So we've had VIP parking today. We've got VIP driving this morning, VIP driving tonight, and basically Mike wins. Mike achieves. So I don't even think I've got anything to do today, actually. What's tomorrow's plan? Pretty well. I actually don't even need to be around. I even need to be around. Great. I'm going to smash through this now. That's great, thank you. It's difficult because of I mean, without feedback, they can't deal with the meals. So you say the musty peas, the peas are all like, do you know what I mean? Peas shouldn't have blinking water in the bottom. Do you know what I mean? They should be drained. But like, you know, again, these staff don't give a shit either. Hello, yeah, the peas were very wet. And she'll just go, oh, okay, I'll feed back to the chefs. And the next minute they go to the chefs and don't say a word. Why? Because they don't care. So, again, there's no lights on any of these tables. It's gone dark outside. You've got half the lights aren't even working. So yeah. We are fucked. We are fucked as humans. What's the plan tonight? Well, tonight we're going to probably, I don't know, have a night bath tonight. Might go for a bit of wander across the water's edge, because we can while we're down here. But other than that, might just get pissed off. Might just get fucked off non-alcoholics all night. Spend £100 on drinks. I might just do that tonight. Well, the cost of living is so expensive now that nobody else can do it, so I might as well do it, you know what I mean? I'll be different. I'll take the piss out of the system that's put in place for everybody else to fail, and I'll succeed. Because that's the only way you end up achieving. It's fucked. The world we live in is fucked. It's hard because I'm playing a different game to everybody. Let's say I'm playing a different game. I'm playing the same game as everybody else, but I'm just obviously a better player. And it's madness really to see it all unfold in front of everyone's eyes. Yeah, it's mad. I made more money today than some people will make all week. Think about that. It's madness, isn't it? That. And it's not even like boasting, it's facts, it's figures. And everyone needs to realise this and level up. You know, Mike pays for private healthcare. Why? Because he's realised the NHS system's collapsed. So why would I go to the NHS system when it's collapsed, it's broken? 17 position now down in the healthcare system in the world. 17 down. I don't know, it's fucked. Again, fuel again. Madness. 75. There's another £75.01 billion. It's madness. Paid. Honestly, I don't understand how people are living life. I don't get it. Great, got a new message here. So, new card alert. PayPal credit. Spend smarter. Shop with confidence. Oh, sorry, it says spend smarter and shop with confidence. It says here, pay no interest for 4 months on purchase of 99 or more. The credit card now, if you use credit cards now, you've seen it, they're 23.9% APR. The more people that are in debt, the more they can control. They're trying to get everybody in debt. That's the whole plan. Everybody to be in debt. It's broken. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I just seen that email come through for the machine that's broken down in Spain. Have you seen it? Yeah? Okay, well, that needs to be sorted out. Well, I've just seen a message now. On message. Oh, it's alright. Is it today? Sorry. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Episode was from last month. Oh my god! I thought I was going. I've just seen an email. I think it was an email chase, and I just basically I opened all the emails and saw it, and so all I had was the soldier objective like machine down. So I was going to see it. I was like, oh fucking god! I was about to say, I was about to shout and scream at Archer and saying, right, this needs to be sorted by tomorrow. Anyway, sorry. If not, I'll have to speak to China next and say, right, I need a new machine sent over to Spain. Well, yeah, it's in the UK, yeah. Yeah, it's not in use yet. It's not in use yet, but it will be. But yeah, it's time will tell. This year. It's currently in a ship container. It's in a ship container storage at the moment. But yeah, I need to put in the infrastructure in place to make it happen. That's my next mission in the next couple of months. But it might be 6 months really, but yeah. But the problem is I need to be careful because of if I say too much, then it might change the dynamics. So I might to keep it quiet, do things on the back, basically keep it all hidden secret, and basically just support the future of growth really. Because obviously, if I start to be known to be taking the future away from people, they'll be like, nah, we're not having this. So they might end up stopping me from doing what I'm doing. So I have to be a bit careful. So. Yeah, it's about keeping things quiet these days. It's not about exposing it. Keep it quiet. Don't tell anybody. Do it behind the scenes, and then deal with the aftermath after. Just come with instructions. Not really no, other than basically plug it in, put a pipe to it, and turn it on. Is the question. So it's pretty simple. Yeah, that's the problem. You see, that's the issue. And that's what I'm having to deal with. The problem is I need to be very careful because, for instance, let's say for instance that I'm in full control of the UK supply. I have to be very careful now because I'm going to obviously speak to all my suppliers, all my people that possibly could be involved over in other countries to make sure that basically if there's anybody that inquires, I want to know about it. So straight away, if somebody phones up China now and says, right, can I buy X, Y, and Z? I need to make sure that I've got contacts with China to make sure that nobody buys from China unless I know about it. Because again, technically, at the moment, I can control the future. But if somebody else decides to get involved, then I need to know about who they are to make sure that I can make sure that I can monitor and squash them before they get too big. So it's a problem. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue at the moment. Obviously, as you can imagine, it's about life's about resources. So if you find out that somebody else is getting involved in taking resources, yeah, things need to happen quickly. Either they need to be taken out of business or restrictions need to be put in place to stop them from growing. So we're already taking the UK market already, and nobody can take that market now, particularly the way that we're working. So we'll see. But coming to Spain and taking the Spanish market pretty quick as well. I'm hoping to try and maintain that as well. But again, let's just hope that nobody comes in behind the scenes. Yeah, well, anyway. Well, this is the whole idea. If you think about where we stand now in the world compared to everybody else, everyone else is struggling and we're not. So straight away, I just need to make sure that there's no hidden secret behind it. So yeah, I really need to find a farmyard in the middle of nowhere, and basically the whole idea is to basically dig down, and basically bury what I need to bury, and basically manufacture and work from underground. That's what I need to achieve really, because again, the less information people know, the better. especially what you can't see from the sky as well, because again, everything's space now. So the world's been monitored. Not many. So, well, not that I'm aware of, but yeah, I've been very clever. So when I ordered it, when I ordered it and got it shipped to the UK, I didn't use an address that anybody knew. I didn't use my personal name. I didn't use any personal banks, and obviously it went to a remote location. So realistically, nobody can really pinpoint that it's anything to do with me. Oh, nobody. So yeah, it's behind the scenes really. But yeah, the biggest issue I've got now is maintaining it. It is the issue now. It's the trying to maintain what I need to maintain the future really. Again, I don't think the UK is the way forward. I think the UK is collapsing in real time, and I think Europe is going to closely follow. So it is a problem. UK is more advanced. It is, but also as well as it's not going to go in a good way. It's about numbers. Life's about numbers. You drive 1 mile down the road and you're not a very good driver, but you drive 300 miles down the road and you're going to become a very good driver. When you look at obviously increase in population, that's again is a problem. It is an issue. So I don't know. I kind of understand where the world's going. But it's about planning the future, not sitting here and going, right, we'll just adapt when it happens. Because that's what a lot of people have these days. They just say, oh, well, you know what, if it happens, you can't control it, so I'll just adapt with life. When actually I'm the opposite to that. I'll say, no, that's too late then. Well, there's a lot of conversations we're having behind closed doors about life in general. It's mad. It's mad. So I see in civilization right now this minute, but like everyone doesn't realise, everyone's sick, and it's scary. It's scary that people just think, oh well, it'll just go on and go on and go on and go on. It's really not going to be like that. Yeah, I just think stuff like everyone's like little drones in the world today. I've got a couple here drinking alcohol in front of me, and they're just drinking alcohol, thinking they're having a nice civilized meal. But actually, do they know what alcohol is? It's a poison. So we understand this mentality. Say again. Well, each their own. Well, yeah. Well, this is whereby you see empires collapse, and at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. I think the numbers add up, and the numbers work out. And I think obviously the people that understand the bigger picture knows exactly what's happening in the world today. We're on a bit of a decline. It's like I said a while ago. I don't think do you know how long we're in 2026 now? I don't believe that we've only been around 2026 years. And even before that, I think we've been around a lot longer. I think humans have been around, probably about 30 million years. Do you know what I mean? They have. Well, it doesn't. Well, will it change? Well, first of all, it's a lie. So straight away, look at the UK. UK was built. UK took over. Now the UK is going to shit. Empires build, empires collapse. Empires build, empires collapse. And obviously, all they do is they go down the route. Eventually, the UK will be flattened. The UK eventually will be a wartime zone. It'll be flattened. It'll be bombed to shit, and then they'll rebuild again. And then they basically delete history, and they rebuild it. So you understand now, don't you, how everything's happening? You see in Gaza. If you look at Gaza, look at the historical data to Gaza. Gaza wasn't that like Gaza is now. It's been replaced. 20% of flights being cancelled. Yeah. Yeah, well, so you do know this mentality. So you do know this whole world, there was a change of place by the other day. You do know why I'm driving you do know why I'm driving an electric van right now this minute. People, the fuel price in the UK at the moment is 100. It's £178.9. That's going to go over the £2 mark. You understand what the difference is? There's going to be a lot of people that can't afford to drive. So they're obsolete in the world today. It is a direct replacement. You know, there's a lot of vehicles that people spend money on, servicing, keeping them upkeep, and the vehicles weren't worth using. If you've got no fuel, you can't drive them. End of story. Obsolete. You know, there's a whole push at the moment in the UK to get rid of people off the road. They don't want people on the road. So what's going to happen is you can't just do it overnight, but what's going to happen is the poor won't be able to afford to drive. So the poor will eventually struggle to drive, and then they'll start selling the cars off cheap, then they'll go to scrap yards, and then, you know, basically, that's it. You've successfully, there's car parks now, there's big car parks now full of cars, electric cars. Tesla have got loads of cars stashed in all different car parks around the UK. They're basically waiting for this moment. They're waiting for this war is planned. They want to go down the route of stopping the oil supply to get every single person to be off vehicles, to be driving electric vehicles, which then they control. I'm telling you facts about life. I'm telling you facts now. They are getting rid of fuel so nobody can drive cars. So any other person that's gone out and bought a car that's diesel or petrol, they're all going to be fucked. It's sad, but nobody looks at this. Everyone goes down the route saying, it's a war, it ain't going to affect me. They're just driving around burning the last resources of fuel. Prices have gone up. We in the UK still have we still have oil reserves that are stashed in the UK. But it doesn't mean that the price goes up right now this minute. We bought it at a cheap price, so why should it go up? This is the new world order coming in real time, and nobody gets it. It's mad. So watch it. The price, it is, but that's why I've gone down the route looking at solar panels and been building farm yards of solar panels, because people don't realise it, but then, you know, you got big issues. So I've got a load of lithium batteries that have come over. So I've bought a load of lithium batteries, and I've been dealing with solar panels for quite some time now. Mainly the fact that I knew all this was coming. I can't see into the future, but when you look at history, when you go down the route driving around the UK, seeing massive car parks full of electric cars, right? I could pinpoint. I could send you maps and locations of all the car parks that have got electric cars in. So this war isn't to do with this war for the US. The US are very clever, you know. The US is a country you don't want to be messing with. They know exactly what they're doing, and also as well as all the billionaires, they're all Jewish. So they're Israel. So straight away, those are the two countries they don't want to mess with. Right? Who controls the tech will always end up coming out on top. So you know what I mean. This is why third world nations have got nothing on Israel and the US. And it's sad to say this, but you know, third world countries think that they can mess around with those two countries. Do you strongly believe that Elon Musk is fully in charge of what he's doing? Do you really think it is? Or do you reckon he's just a face for it? He's just a face. Well, no, I understand how the world works now. I know exactly how the world works. The world was sold. Do you know the planet the realm that we live in was sold? It was sold in 1944 to the highest bidder. Yeah, again, I know it sounds really daft, you won't believe it, but yeah, the world was sold. So straight away, it's controlled. It's controlled. Everything you do in the world today is controlled. You don't understand that mentality. I've done the research. The research is out there. If you actually dive into the historical data of life, because again, history plays itself. So let's say, for instance, you're from somebody who understands the world. You can print your own money. You can buy whatever you want. do whatever you want. It just doesn't matter. No, rents are getting more expensive. People start losing houses. Everyone's going to be in debt and fined. And the next minute, once everyone's in debt and fined, they're going to go down the route saying, you're in debt, you've got this fine to pay, you can't pay it, so this is what you own. And they're going to offset that against the debt. So basically, they'll start to pull away your property away from you in real time by a percentage. They'll say that you only own, basically going to replace your house, basically your house above your head. The bank will take it. It will say, you're in debt and you owe this, and you're going to argue with it. So all those years of trying to buy a house means that all these people that have bought a house are going to end up finding out they're going to lose the house. Because they'll say, well, you're in debt, and how are you going to moan at that? Imagine one day you get a letter through the post, and they'll just say, 6 years ago, you drove into this car park on AMPR. Is this your car? Yes, because it's named and registered under you. 6 years ago, you drove into this car park and you haven't paid your bill. And now the bill's gone up to like £9,000. At what point are you going to argue that? You can't. They know that you drove into that car park at that time. So straight away, they know when you left. And they can just manipulate times and dates. They can just remove it away from you. Council tax. I'm not paying council tax. No. Not while Labour's in power, no. Yeah. You understand 400, what's that, 400 just council tax? Well, you do understand though that they can manipulate that whenever they want. They can just basically come down the route. 6 months later, they can just go down the route saying we're increasing council tax by 10%. They can do whatever they want. Sky's the limit. So yeah, it's madness. It's madness. Why would you put yourself into civilization, into life, whereby you are literally being taxed? You do know that every single pound you earn, every single pound that you earn today, so let's say you make £10, £5 that's taxed. And again, well, it wasn't from day one. No, it wasn't from day one. No. The thing is, this all happened when they sold the lie for women to work and to get freedom. This all changed because they realised that men got taxed, and it wasn't even taxed at 50% practically of 50%. Obviously, when I say 50%, I'll explain the 50% rule straight in a sec. But like for instance, they didn't, it was when they sold it was when women didn't have a vote or couldn't say anything. Women couldn't do nothing. And when we actually sold a vote to allow women to speak and have their own minds, it was a feminist movement. That's when the government thought, fuck me, we're charging all these men tax. We can just charge women the same. And that's what happened. And then women started to pay tax. And then next minute, look at all the women now inside the world now. Are you happy as a woman? Are you stressed? Do you know what I mean? Madness. It's what I'm saying to you. It's madness. So basically, what women voted for was basically to have the right to live a life, which they had a luxurious life before. But what they didn't realise was that now they've got more of a stressful life now than they ever have had. So, and that was what they did. They basically objectified. They objectified a woman, which is how they did it, and they made sure that women had the same rights as a man. And then next minute, we went down the route of breaking the system. Women had the luxurious lifestyle. They had houses to live in, they had a roof over their head, they had heating, they had live families. Yeah, but I think imagine a world, okay, that you hear me out now. Imagine a world that you had a family, you have your family history, yeah, Imagine a world that when your auntie dies, imagine a world whereby you don't sell the house. You turn the house around as a family and you basically rent it out. Imagine a world like that. And that house was put into a trust that was for the bloodline of all the family, or all the descendants of the bloodline family of that family. Imagine all the money you'd save by paying solicitor fees. You know what I mean? Well, that's what. Well, yeah. So this is exactly what's what's in place for me, and obviously the future. But like, you know, at the end of the day, imagine having, let's say, for instance, like now, my auntie just decides to die. Yeah. Imagine us now. We empty. No. But we just empty the house out. You know. Okay. So all these belongings. We pretty well wipe out. We bin all the belongings. We rip the house out. We list it on the market. We all get a payout, and then guess what happens? After all the inheritance taxes, after all the issues we have going on, imagine we then have to go down the road thinking, great, okay, awesome, what are we going to have a payout? Okay, great, I've got 10 grand. Great, I've got 10 grand. What do I spend that 10 grand on? Materialistic things. Instead, what they should be doing is you buy a house and you never sell it. That's what humans should do. That's clever humans. But we don't, do we? And this is the problem, you see, we as a country and as people, we waste money. We waste money. We don't know the value of our own money. And all we look at TV programs, we look at obviously historical data, you know. We're so, you know, unfortunately, the younger generation are so happy to see that older generation die because they think, great, awesome, money. It's sad, isn't it? Circle life. But you do understand that every single building, you do understand that then if that's the case, every single building will become up for sale, and guess who comes along and buys it all? The elites. So straight away, the elites buy everything then. Basically, nobody in the world should sell their house. Once they bought the house, they should not sell it. Well, imagine a house. Imagine a house that was bought, that's been paid tax on all these years. You paid obviously the mortgage. You bought the house 3 times over because that's what works out to be. When you buy a house, you basically buy 3 times over by the time you pay your mortgage off. So that's obviously all tax indebted. And then you go down the route then of working, and you know all the money that comes in is taxed at source. Everything you buy is taxed. And then they say to you, oh, you don't want to spend that money, you want to save it. You want to save it. Okay, either 20% you either lose 20% on that straight away to tax, you lose 20% VAT, you lose straight away, or you keep it, and then you end up finding out that, you know, £100 today is going to be less. It's going to be probably about £80 when you actually come to spend it in the future, because the rate of products that are going up these days in a year's time. They always say that obviously, you know, it's going up by 6%, but it's not. It's going up by blinking 3,000%. So we just don't get it. As human beings, we're thick. We're not as clever as we think we are, and this is the problem, you see. And it's scary because think about it. So what do you do? My mentality is a man needs to find a woman needs to find a decent man, and they need to work together as a team. And that's how to become rich. Say again, sorry. It's not about that. No, it's not about that. What it basically is, though, is like, you know, it's a form of understanding of communication. It's because I've educated myself. The difference is, I understand the world. well, then I'm not obviously going to go down the route of sitting there doing equations. Do you know what I mean? What's going to be what survival is going to be better than somebody that's educated in blinking, in maths and science. You find out that people that do open brain surgeons, open brain surgeons are actually very good at what they do. Well, you ask them to go down the road doing anything civilized, they can't do it. They just can't compute. They can't compute. Their dish was broken. All right, fine, I can't do that. Oh, there's a leak. Oh, I can't do that. Well, if you got that mentality, then then we can't work together. Then we're all fucked. Do you know what I mean? Do you I get it. I know. Do you understand that actually? Do you understand like a human connection between a man and a woman, and the mindset that it gives both man and a woman makes life a lot easier. It clears the air. It allows you to think better. You can focus forward. So straight away, at the moment we are so diverse. Like we're all pulled apart massively. And I'm just saying in general, like man and woman can't get on together now. We are so because, and I'll tell you the reason why we can't get on. Because women are chasing dreams that they're never going to be able to get. They want to become successful. They want to become wealthy. It's difficult. It's not that easy. And anytime you get hold of money, it gets taken away from you. Imagine you taking your car now to the garage. Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, you've worked hard, you've got money, you're a female, yeah? Okay, fine. So you're going to go to the garage now and you're going to get your car serviced. Are these people in that garage going to be looking at yourself thinking she's female, let's look after her? Or are they going to say, look, she's female, let's take as much money from her? You're saying you're female. A female should never ever take a car to the garage. Do you want me to tell you the reason why? Because she's always going to find out she's going to get charged more money. So that's a fact. So straight away, what does a woman need? What does a woman need in her life? She needs two men. She's a father, and she needs a loving partner to help her. But women don't understand that mentality. So straight away, they go around chasing. Well, what does a man need? Well, a man just needs a loving relationship with a woman, but it's just gone so far wrong now that, drama's taking its toll. Women love drama. It always has been like that. But now we're in a different league now. When you've got the whole world at your feet, when you've got all the men that you can pick in the world today, the men aren't in love with you. The men don't really want you for anything other than what they can get from you. Do you understand that concept? It's broken society. But women will always go down the route chasing because they think they're going to get better and better and better, when actually they find out they're not going to get better. And the same mentality with everything. You go and get a better job. You try and get a better job, but it's just kind of like, you feel like you're 2 years later in life and you haven't got a better job. You're still at the same level as you were 2 years ago. It's false. Everything's false economy. It's all false. It's all fake. Do you know what I mean? It's alright throwing you're making rattled out of the pram and saying, I hate you and you're this and you're that or you're this, and the next minute you find out that 2 years later you're in the same position with somebody else when you haven't been gained from it. And then you do the same again, and the same again, the same again. I don't know, it's broken. I'm being a realist here. Like, you know what I mean? It's how do you sort this issue out? There's only one answer. You educate people. The only option is to educate people and tell the people the truth about the world and about life. And then they don't want to hear it. So. But do you? But I think it's how you've been brought up. I think if you've been brought up, you tend to follow traits of your family. So if you come from a family that obviously has got different values to somebody else, it's about grading as well. Like obviously, you know, it's about what people have. People look at materialistic things now and realise that actually it's not all that. You know, I know for a fact that a lot of Asian people now are buying Mercedes. They're buying supercars and Mercedes, not because they can afford it. They're doing it because it's about a status symbol. Say again. So just out of interest, hear me out now. So I've been to a hire car company now. I've walked in, yeah, as me, in certain cities. If I go there and rent a car, you know what I get? I get a Fiat 500. Yeah, I get like, you know, let's say a Vauxhall Corsa. Yeah, that's how I get it. But you go to certain places and you're a different kettle of fish. It's kind of like, yeah, no problem at all. We've got a Beamer in for you. Yeah, we'll give you a Beamer. Yeah, we'll give you a Beamer for you. It's not a fair playing field. If you go to Bradford, and hire a car, depending on what colour skin you are, you'll get a different vehicle than you would do if you were somebody else. It's facts, it's figures. I've already been there. I've tested the system out already. Yeah, everyone's at a disadvantage. It's not a fair playing field. Life is not a fair playing field. If you're born into a rich family, you don't pay taxes. Do you understand that? When you become rich, the law doesn't really apply to you. It's madness. It's the world that we live in now. It's broken. But it's always been like this. So how would you change it? Well, say again. Well, yeah, I think the only answer to change the world is to tell the truth. Speak up. Tell the truth. It's the only option. To educate people is the only option. It's the only way forward that humanity can sort itself out, by telling the truth. The problem is, when you tell the truth, nobody wants to hear the truth, because the truth means you've said the truth and that's it. It's ended. That's the truth. End of story. If I can tell you a lie, you'll think, oh, brilliant, okay. And I'll tell you another lie, and there's a story behind the lie, and you tell another lie. Well, you know, you have 15 different lies. There's a story behind lying. If I told you the truth, you'll just accept. You won't accept it because you think I'm mental. You think I'm mad. Nobody wants to know the truth, so it is broken. We are fucked. The world's fucked. I'm saying in general. But it's like, you know, for me, you know, I'm paying X amount for a house, you're paying X amount for a house, you're paying X amount for a house, you're paying X amount for a house. Who actually wins? Nobody wins. The only person that wins is the government, because they just charge more money. And they're doing nothing. They're just sat there doing absolutely nothing, just saying council tax pay, council tax pay, council tax pay. It's going to go up and up and up and up. And you know what? The resources that they've got are going down. They don't empty bins. They don't fix roads. So why are you paying into the system that's broken? It's fucked. The best thing to do is to go into a company's house, set up a company, and basically push your rentals into a company, and then basically build debt, and then collapse the company, and then you restart up again. The government loses. The government loses them, but at the moment the government's gaining because everyone's just kind of like wants to be the honest person. They're scared, they're feared. It's mad. Banks can print money. If the banks want, they can print money. The way that the banks work is the banks go down the route of taking your money, and then they go down the route of basically invest in that. They take your money and they invest it. I've had payments now in the bank that I've tried to make payments out, and it's been 6 hours later before the money's left. And I'll tell you the reason why that is. Because the bank hasn't got enough money in the bank to be able to pay out. It hasn't got enough money coming in to pay out what it's paying out. And then they go down the route. Banks go down the route saying, it's a technical glitch, or oh, it's security, or it's pending payment. The banks haven't got the money. It's a lie. The world's a lie. Everything you see in the world today is a lie. It's fucked. So yeah. Well, the positive news is you need to be optimistic and stay positive. Well, the problem is you need to understand what's happening around you to actually make yourself better. If I just say to you the world's a great place, you won't drive forward because you go, oh, cool, if Mike's happy, the world's a great place. If that's happy, we're in a great place. We just plod along. When I say to you the world's fucked and we need to start working together, you then might say right, let's work together. Again, what's going to happen is in the UK we've got 15-minute cities put into place. Flights are now being restricted. The poor will be able to travel. You have to have approval. People are going to have to really work hard to save up. And seriously, it's not easy. It's not easy. Stress kills, yeah, but then again, you see, it doesn't matter because they're going to, at the end of the day, if they can make you stressed, you're then controlled and you'll just obey. So whatever they say to you, whatever you do, you'll just do. Send you a letter through the post, it's not over a red writing notice of taking possessions. Do you know what I mean? I'll put that in the bin. Do you understand that concept? I don't care about debt. I've got no fear. If somebody wants to come and take my possessions, then first of all, I don't own them. They can't take something that you don't own. It's mad. So all you have to do is be clever. Everyone fears. The answer is stop fearing. Stop fearing, but plan for the future and align with people as well and work together with people. Cut out the crap, cut out the negativity. It doesn't really matter who's fucking who. It doesn't matter. Sex is sex. It doesn't really matter. It's fucked. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really mean anything. The word that we use is love and affection and all that. It doesn't really matter because it's just a load of bollocks. Religion is a load of bollocks. Well, yeah. When you're in a wartime zone and men are being separated from women, and then women are getting raped and kids are getting killed, do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter at that point. Traumatization is bad. What really matters in the world is survival and bloodline. Why are we chasing careers? Why are we chasing? I don't understand. Is that what you feel? So you've got a career. Okay, fine. So you've got a career. Yeah. Okay, fine. You've got a career that you've been doing for 3 years. Suddenly one day, you've got a job. I know that, and I get that, and you will obviously find a way. But like what we're saying is you're going to end up finding out that 3 or 4 years later, you're still going to be in the same position as you were 2 years ago. Like what we should be doing is focusing forward, of building together and building, a life. We're following reviews. We're watching reviews and hits. Everyone needs to get off social media. Everyone needs to get off social media as from tomorrow. Quit social media. Don't post on social media networks completely. Let social media die out. You know what's going to happen then? It's gone. Look at all the Indian restaurants. Yeah. If immigration is such a big problem in civilization, stop eating out. Change it. Delivery drivers, they've got their jobs. People won't come to the UK and do shitty jobs if there's no job there. Things can change overnight. However, it has to be a reunion of people that actually understand and work together. It has to be. Labour comes into power, right, okay, fine, we don't like Labour, so no one's paying council tax overnight. That's it. Labour will never get in again. The government will not allow Labour to even be a part of civilization. The problem is we won't work together. We won't unite. This is what keeps me up at night, because I know it does. Because we are a species, we are so selfish as a species. You know, I want to use you, you want to use me. It's the facts of life. It's horrible. And I've now come to the conclusion now that it's all an exchange of energy. For me to have this conversation with you, it's an exchange of energy back and forth. So well, for instance, we're not just having a conversation. This is taking my energy to speak to you. You're taking your energy to speak to me. Everything is an exchange of energy. Every interaction, everything you do, everything you buy, purchase, whatever you do, it's all an exchange of energy. But, well, we're doing it to better ourselves, aren't we? People go out there and buy like watches. People want to go out there and buy fast cars so they can be better than everybody else. When actually, to be fair, it doesn't really matter. What's the purpose of life? Do you want to tell you the deep factor of the purpose of life? First of all, the answer is no one knows. I know. I'm telling you the truth. No, they won't. No. The answer is, it's what you make of it. So there is no purpose of life, really. It's what you make of life. We're all on different journeys through life. It's what you make of it. What you actually, as a person, make of life is what you make of life. We don't know where we are in civilization. Are we floating on a planet? What's happening? Where is the planet? No one knows anything about where we are. It's because the truth of where we were has been so far pulled away that we don't even know where we are now. Imagine me now, and this is hand on heart now. Imagine me going and kidnapping somebody, putting them in the back of the van now, driving them to a completely utterly different place and dropping them off. And they've got literally miles upon miles of miles to, there's nothing. And there's a man and a woman I drop off, that's it. And they've got to restart life again. What are they going to do as a man and a woman? A man and a woman is just going to, they've been dropped off in the middle of nowhere and they're going to restart life again. They're going to have sex, they're going to have a child. They're going to basically be the best person they possibly can, and then they're going to die out, and then the kids are going to go down the road growing up and having the same again. And at some point, if you drop off like literally, let's say, into six men and 6 women, on a massive realm of life, and just say, there you are, you can't escape, you need to work out everything all over again. That's what's happened. That's where we are in the world today. That's exactly what's happened. And this is where civilizations, it's the whole of life is an experiment, You don't understand the whole of life. The realm that we live in is an experiment. We are the mice. We are the mice. And that's, so they all say that we come from a Big Bang Theory. I question that massively. They all say we come from the Big Bang Theory. But I question that massively now. They tell me that we just happen to come from a load of stars, and we just happen to have a planet that's just got water, that's got land. It's just happened to have a sun and a moon, and that obviously we have oxygen, we have trees, and it's just happened by mistake. Do you think this whole world's happened by mistake? It's physically impossible. I know, but you see what I'm saying though, think about it. It's just too, life's too perfect. Life's just too perfect. Yeah, life is too perfect. There's too many coincidences. That don't, they always say that coincidences can happen, but it can't. Do you know what I mean? You could say that I go out to work and I go out to work and I don't tell one of my colleagues I'm going to have dinner tonight, and then I suddenly decide to go off an Indian, and I walk into an Indian and that they just happen to be there. The coincidence could be that they are there at that time that I'm there. Fine, I accept it. It could be a coincidence that they happen to be there on Friday, the same day as I'm there. Fine, that's a coincidence, yeah? But the coincidence is, are they wearing the same uniform as me? Well, the coincidence is yes. There could be multiple coincidences within a coincidence. If they work at the same place and wear a uniform, they might have decided to go out on the evening, not get changed, and they might just be wearing the same uniform as they were during the day. Hence why we might be wearing the same, hypothetically. But if I was to go down the route of sitting down and not noticing them, and then I order the same meal, yeah, and I order the same. If I order the same meal and the same drink as them, there's too many coincidences within a coincidence. Then it doesn't work like that. It's not like you can go down the route saying, oh well, he's ordered chicken masala. He's also wearing the same as me. Oh, what boxer shorts are you wearing? Oh right, you're wearing supercharged boxers as well. It doesn't make sense. So coincidences aren't actually a thing. They say they are, but they're not really. It's just the coincidences don't happen. You might just happen to find out that happens once. It happens once or twice, but to have multiple coincidences in a coincidence, it just doesn't work. So when you then go down to look at all the animals and species that we have in the world today, do you know what I mean? Humans are very, very close natured to basically pigs. We have the same sort of like inside bodies. We have the same mentality of eyes. If you actually look at a pig's eye, it's basically the ripping version of a human eye. But then they say we come from monkeys, and then you think to yourself, like, really? Oh yeah, congratulations! I might use that. I might use that on like the next meeting. Hello, sweetheart. You've got great pig's eyes. But you see what I'm saying, though? It's mad, isn't it, to think about it? I've been watching. I think geographical, historical data is basically the way to basically tell you it pulls you away from the truth about where we are in the world today. When you look at obviously electric vehicles and they're saying to you, oh, by the way, we're saving the planet, and then next minute there's a war that takes place and they go down the route of absolutely bombing the living shit out of an oil refinery and put a load of shit into the air. Are you shitting me? Are you telling me the truth about the world? About we need to save the planet? And you're about to go down the route of making an absolute mayhem over in the Middle East with oil refineries into the air. It doesn't make sense. The rich fly on private jets, and they say it's for security and speed, but it's actually not. Global warming isn't really a thing, and I think we've all established this now. And all the people that say global warming's a thing, I think they need to re-educate themselves. Yeah, net zero, yeah, that's what they're all heading for. But however, there's a story about this. There's a guy who basically bought a house, renovated it, so it was so efficient, it was grade F. They tried to sell it and they couldn't sell it. The reason being is because they couldn't sell it because obviously it was so efficient that they couldn't tax it and they couldn't sell it. Now it's broken. Net zero is a dick. Net zero. I wouldn't even worry about net zero. I wouldn't worry about it. It's first of all they told everyone to get electric cars, didn't they? And it was going to be free account. It was going to be free on travel. Like basically, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be cleaner for the planet. When actually it was all missold. Just like women getting a job was missold to women. Freedom. How much freedom has a woman actually got now? You got no freedom. No. But what I'm saying is, if you look at that whole concept that women were sold a lie, the same conversation with regard to electric vehicles, and the same against, everything is a lie. Everything's a lie in the world today. It's a scam. So you say, sorry? Yeah, well, if you look at what they do, if you look at obviously what Islam is, you've got no control. Do you know what I mean? If you look at obviously, if you look at Israel and Jews, women are less there again. So when we've got the Western world at our feet and we've given women the right to be a level equal to a man, why would anybody go down the route of focusing on religion? Think about it. It's mental. No, I don't feel that at all. I think women have got a job to do on the planet Earth. I think women have got a massive job to do, but I don't think they are. I don't think they're doing it. Women are now chasing views online. Yeah, they're chasing makeup. Do you understand what the hidden secret behind makeup? Makeup makes you look ugly. It destroys your skin, and then you have to wear more makeup to cover it up. That's how that you were sold a scam with that. Do you know when I say that women are so uneducated? They were sold a scam, and they still do it today. They can't get out of it. When you look at men don't eat desserts really. Females eat desserts. You can tell a woman not to eat a dessert because it's bad for you, but they'll still do it anyway. A woman's like a child. You tell a child not to do something and she'll do it anyway. Do you see what I'm saying now? We're so broken. And then females say that men are shit and men are broken. When men have built the fucking planet, men have built buildings, men have built the majority of what woman uses. Well, again, it makes you wonder why kids are so disobedient to men. I think grow up very quickly. People say that men don't grow up, but actually, to be fair, men understand. What I've established is get to a certain age in life whereby they start to understand the world. However, if they get involved with women at a young age, which again the majority of men do because they're chasing vagina. And then they find out that they obviously can't control themselves after having a few beers one night, and then they end up obviously having a child with a woman that they don't really want, but anyway, it's too late now. That's where it all goes wrong. And that's how dysfunctional families come into the equation. Say again. I can't hear, you're breaking up. But if you can't generalize everybody into categories, then don't tell the truth about life. The computers that we use today were built off the basic of the human brain. We've understood the human brain and deciphered the human brain to build computers, and we built computers off the human brain. We've learned how humans operate, how the brain operates, and the next minute we've now used that technology to build computers. A computer wouldn't even exist if we didn't understand the human brain. And next minute we take everything for granted. You know what I mean? It's like water now. If you go and if you drink tap water now, it's madness. But tap water is absolutely riddled with chemicals. I know. But back in the day, they sold you a lie. It was fresh and clean back then. They made sure well, think about the bigger picture. Third world countries come to first world countries because they've got a better life here. Because it's a lot harder back there. It's about educational. Well, white British people are privileged. Have you noticed? I don't know if this is a question, but again, I shouldn't really say this, but I was going to say anyway. Have you noticed that black women want to get with white guys? It happens all over. The amount of black women that want to get with white guys. And the problem is, and I'll tell you the truth about this, the amount of white women that want to go with black guys now. And the reason being is because they've been brought up in a nation, for instance, like the UK, that's basically surrounded by white people. So now, people want to be different. They want to be different. They want to experience different things. They get bored. If you get brought into the realm and let's say for instance you're eating mashed potato every single day of the week, you get bored of mashed potato, aren't you? So for instance, if you're eating mashed potato, the next minute you look across the table and you think, oh fucking hell, there's a sausage there. You're like, oh great, we'll man that sausage. You're gonna get bored, aren't you, of mashed potato? So if there's a sausage over there, you're going to eat the sausage because you think to yourself, like, I've been eating mashed potato for like 18 years of my life, every single fucking day, 3 times a day. You're going to think, shit me, I'm bored of this, or I want a sausage. Well, no, there's no wrong with that. Well, this is the thing. We now get opened up to choices now. Don't you think all this is? Don't you think this is all in the realm of life? This is all reality. Don't you think this is all what I'm saying is reality of life? I'm not British colonies at all. It never happened back in the day. Imagine, just imagine this now. Imagine having a compound like like let's say a zoo, and you basically put all the animals in the zoo into one compound. What's going to happen? Eventually, there's going to be one species that's going to survive. Yeah? Say again? Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. But you see the point of view, you know, if you've got a lion in a zoo, what's going to last? What's going to stand? The lion's going to go into that the lion's going to go into that whole zoo. If they're all in one massive cage, who's going to win? The lion. Why? Is he because he's the angriest? It's all down to respect. Well, no, you might find because what you might find out is if you've got an ant, for instance, the lion isn't going to be bothered by the ant because the ant's going to be like, well, I don't really care about the ant. So the ants the ants get eaten by, let's say for instance another animal, another like a lizard. The lizard's going to be eaten by, another animal. So before you know it, eventually you go all the way up to the fact that if you're all in one compound, who's actually going to end up winning? Eventually, the lion will just take out the elephant and the giraffe, and that's it. So you understand? It's about respect. Everyone respects the lion because they know for a while it's the noisiest, the angriest, and it's the loudest. Well, think about it. So straight away, that's the way that civilization is unfolding now. When you start mixing all different nationalities together, somebody, if you look at obviously people that are straight, people that are gay, yeah, for instance, people that are trans. Why have you got trans people now supporting themselves in the Olympics, going against women? They're actually proper women, and actually and they are men. Well, you see my point of view now. So at the end of the day, what's going to end up taking over the world? Robots and computers, because robots and computers will take over. So at the moment, they know that, so they might as well get everybody to argue with each other and fight. You don't get one billionaire turning up and docking his blinking yacht right next to another billionaire's yacht, and then turns to the guy, turns to the guy next to it and says the racist in the right, do you? There is no racism when you get to when you get to millionaire status and billionaire status. There is no racism. It doesn't work. Racism has gone at that point. Racism is only for the poor. So if you've got no money, you're going to be racist. You're going to be racist because you're all arguing. You're in the same. You're in the same realm trying to argue it all out. So one thing you've got to do is play the victim. As long as you play the victim, which again people are now, Islam is playing the victim, they're going to obviously take over. They're going to conquer because anybody that plays the victim is going to get extra support. I only uncovered last night that do you know the £40 million worth of security they're going to put into mosques? The UK has put £40 million into security for mosques. Why? Because they think it's for the better of humanity to protect the Muslims. But you know what it's to do with? It's about massive surveillance. It's about massive surveillance of Muslims. It's not about going down and protecting the Muslims. It's about putting a camera in every single location so they know exactly what's going on. That's the whole hidden agenda behind it. But the sell it is protection. The sell it is, oh my God, you'll be attacked. The sell it is obviously, oh great, free money, free equipment. But actually, this is a massive surveillance. They know exactly what's being said. They can face recognition every single person from that cameras. They're putting 4K cameras all around security around mosques now. It's a massive surveillance network. It's been sold to them as security. It's mad, isn't it? The world's a lie. The whole world's a lie. So as long as you know that. So my mentality is we need to level up, work together, and get a unifying team together that we can all work together. It's the only option. Anyway, I've just had dinner now. I've just had a bite to eat. So I'm waiting for all the chatter to die down now. I'm going to get on the road later. So, what's your plans tonight? Say again? You're really quiet. Yeah, that's better, yeah. The time is 8 o'clock now. Fairly. My plan's pretty good. I've been in bed all day today to be fair, yeah. So, yeah. Say again? Well, you know, I've just got to look at the future. I've got a lot of planning to do, really. So, anyway, it's all good. Has our payment come in yet? Okay. When do you need the money for it? Right now? Fine. Okay, fine. That's fine. Well, it's interesting now because I've got problems in the UK with that. So at the end of the day, I've got a whole accounts team that are, you know, it doesn't matter. For what I've noticed now, it doesn't matter how much money you put through people now. Like I've basically got the same issues here now, whereby they're not willing to budge or move. But the issue I've got, and this is whereby, you see, for me, this is all where credit scores come in. So in the UK, we've got credit scores, and obviously, if your credit score's low, then there's no moving. People don't look at the amount of money you spend with them. Phone call out after an hour. Yeah. I'm just saying, people don't look at the historical data on how much money you put through them over the last 2 years, because people forget the historical data. They just don't care. All they care about is the future. So this is the whole problem that I've got now. If you go down and put 100 grand through somebody over the last 2 years, they won't appreciate the 50 grand a year because they just don't appreciate that. But straight away, they look at a credit score and say, "Oh, you're risk," and that's it. This is how broken society is now. So this is the issue that we have in the UK. This is why I'm saying the UK's fucked. The UK's in a bad state. Yeah. But this is I know, and I totally understand that. But what I'm saying is this is the problem that we are having in the realm of life now. The trust. I think, to me, if you're dealing with somebody for over, let's say, for instance, a year and a half, and you've got a large amount of money through somebody, there has to be that understanding of trust. But the problem is, there isn't that now. It's gone. It doesn't matter how much money you put through somebody. People don't appreciate anything these days. I've helped other people out in the world today, and there's no appreciation. They say thank you at the time, but then two months later, they don't appreciate it. It's mad. It's all about what I can take now this minute. And that's why people are failing. They don't want to build relationships. They want to basically abuse people for what they can get right now this minute. And then they go, right, thank you very much. Life's too fast paced. They just don't care. It's sad. It's really sad. Basically, there's no loyalty, basically. There's no loyalty in anything. Relationship-wise, work colleagues, no loyalty. Business, no loyalty. You know, I've also been in the Hilton for I've been in the Hilton now for a few days now. I'm going to give a bit of advice to them to build their business up, and they think I'm just a fucking clown. And the reason being is not the Hilton, but the staff that I'm speaking to, they haven't got a clue who I am. But when you start to speak to them and interact with them and say, oh yeah, that's been nice, yeah, we should do that, yeah. But they just don't do it. It's bad. Because all they care about is their money. All they care about is their money at the end of the month. And they're basically getting into more debt. It's mad. They just don't understand. They don't want to grow forward. It's the world we live in, Scott. I don't know how to change it. Anyway, right, I'm going to show off and the crack on. But anyway, I'll touch base with you later. Well, I'm not sure about that, but yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to nip out. Are you around tomorrow night? Cool. Right, I might head over for a little drink. So, sorry, have I just invited myself? Oh, isn't that the invitation not there? What's that? Oh, I don't know. Well, I didn't get the invitation, did I? So I just thought I'd make the invitation myself. Yeah, okay, fine. Do you want to bring a bottle of wine or not? Well, it's not for me, is it? Oh, right, okay. I see how this works. Right, fine. Yeah, I thought you might have wanted to, basically cook me dinner. I thought maybe cooking me dinner would be really, really nice. Bit of social time together. Yeah, when you cook me dinner, yeah. So I've actually got some washing to do as well. So can I drop that in as well? What else? I thought your place was like a hotel. No. I thought I could walk in, park outside, valet park the van, yeah, get all my things taken out, washed, cleaned, put into like a nice little bell on top of it. All right, I'm joking. Of course it's all jokes. But anyway, it's all right. No stress. Well, anyway, let me know. Well, if you're available tomorrow. No, forget dinner. Oh, no, forget dinner. I was joking. What's that? Yeah, the truth in every joke, yeah. So, anyway, I'm joking. Anyway, right, cool. Anyway, look, take care. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. My head's bad. Right, well, it's fucking wild. I need to be a bit careful now. I've got a table by me now. Right. I'm busy tomorrow night anyway, so it's not going to happen. It's just nice to drop it in. It's a bit of a laughter joke. Thanks. Go, please, go.
So you've got big amps. What's the start? Yeah, brilliant.
About to I just pay for the food actually. Cool. Maybe actually I'm paid. Have I paid? This is my girl with big glasses. Hello guys, can I get the bill please? The bill?
Yes, absolutely. You sat over there originally.
I was. Yeah. Actually, also as well, these bugs don't seem to be working.
Do they not?
No.
Thank you for letting me know. I'll let maintenance know so they can get on that.
Well, thank you. About 3 years later, we'll come back. It's still not working. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let maintenance know. Bet she doesn't. She forgets. Okay, that's pretty why, yeah. Try again. Open. WhatsApp. Okay, won't work. That's amazing, thank you very much.
That's all gone through. Would you like a copy of your card receipt?
That's what I think.
Would you like to keep this one? Shall I take that?
Take that as well, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So have a lovely rest of your day.
Cool, cheers, thank you. It's weird, isn't it? Would you like a copy of your receipt? Think about it. If my card is linked to my email address, why can't I get a copy of that receipt through my emails? It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, those who don't make accounts easy, do they? Less accounts, less people. Oh, I've lost the receipt. Oh, I can't put it through now. Oh, I wonder why it works like that. Government takes. When you become very wealthy and rich, buying a meal is just collateral. Doesn't really make much money to you. Like, by the time you've employed somebody to run through all your receipts to say, oh yeah, we claim this back, we're not claiming this back, and by the time you pay them a salary, and then you pay them, obviously, NI, you might as well not even claim back. It's just collateral. It's mad. It's mad. So yeah, the rich don't do accounts. They just basically pay, so they just pay. So it is what it is though. Or more memberships. More people, more memberships. Thanks, Carls. We got the Green Army. Green Army's building. Where's the Green Army now? I don't know how many. I can't check. But we've got a lot of members. We're skyrocketing actually, to be fair, yeah. But But yeah, thanks, Carls. Anyway, thanks to Too Fast as well, and to again Amy's also gone down with doing members as well. So we're getting there slowly. I'm actually about to die as well, so we're going to kill the stream. So yeah, I might go back upstairs to my room. I might go in and sit on the bed and cry. I might cry myself to sleep. Do you know what I mean? As men cry. Well, they do if they're weak. If they're weak men, they cry, but men don't cry. So, because real men don't really have any emotions. That's why women say they are emotionally detached from society. They say to a woman, "What? You want me to cry?" And the next minute she then says, "Oh, you crying now?" I'm like, "Yeah, you crying now? Yeah." Next minute she's split up with you by the end of the week. It's mad. This is mad, isn't it? 13 years ago, I did an event. That was my event that I did. So basically hung a load of weight above people's heads. That was 13 years ago. It's mad. So here we go, yeah? Listen to this here. The Israel-Gaza war produced 33,000,000 tons of carbon, basically dioxide, equivalent to the emissions from 76,000,000 gallons of gasoline-powered vehicles. It's mad. My friends were all mad then. Tell you what, the world's a weird place. I tell you. Alright, cool. Give me about an hour. I'm going to sort myself out, and yeah, I'm going to, again, not quite sure what I don't know what the plan is now. I've got plans. So, yeah, pay the bill. That's the thing of it. I thank you very much. We've actually got a room until the morning, but again, I'll show my room number. Yeah, I'm going to crash out tonight, get a few hours some more sleep, and then really tomorrow morning, basically early morning, hit the road. So the scary thing about it is I need to make sure we get a supercharger, which is, I don't know where superchargers are. In Brighton, superchargers, really? Supercharger. Right, electric charger. Right, there's a BP. So the pulse charger, how far away is that from here? 16 minutes away. So 6 miles away. Fine, we can charge the van. So I think we had 20, I can't remember now, it was like 26% on the battery. This is actually the problem with electric vehicles now, because I'm having to now plan my journeys around fast chargers. So I have to now worry and think about, well, it's parked up, the drain on the battery is going to be what? Every 12 hours is going to be like 2% gone. So I have to now plan my journeys to make sure that I'm not stranded. So the good thing is now is we've got a ticket on the van. So I'm going to basically send a letter in. Obviously a letter, not from me, but from obviously somebody else, and just go down there saying the van was broken down, it's an electric vehicle, I couldn't move it, and basically they'll say, no problem at all, sir, take it removed. So yeah, it's mad, isn't it? So I might go down there and speak to the hire company first and explain to them and just say them, you know, that they could deal with the ticket. It's easier than it will be for me to deal with it. So free parking, yeah. So basically, the world is a game. Again, you need to own the board. If you own the board, then you basically play the game better than everybody else. But a lot of people still have their own personal car and start getting debt letters coming through and they start getting money and anyway. Right, I'm back. Thanks.